Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 27th of November 2022. Thanks for joining me. I want to use my deck of cards today, the Gregory Scott Tarot. Let's see what these cards have to say about Sunday and what energy you'll be working with. So, just get rid of the little guidebook and that. Okay, so let me show you some of these cards before I start. This is the deck that I kind of wrote, and then, or I wrote what I wanted in each card, and then David Corsi drew it beautifully. I think he did a great job. Little mandrake root there. Little touches like that. So cute as well. Such a cute little mandrake root. Usually they're super sinister. Then we got a hot guy in there. That was so funny. I was like, in the email, I said, listen, I want the Knight of Wands to be physically attractive because he's the Knight of Wands, right? It's fire, it's passion, it's drive. He was like, what is a hot guy? He didn't get that. Yeah. This was the most difficult. Anything with, I don't know, he was very straight. Okay, me going down memory lane there. Let's see what the cards have to say about Sunday and what the day is going to look like. Right, first card, the Star. Ooh, then we've got the Two of Cups. Wow. So to me, this says personal transformation. And even though the Two of Cups is very much about a relationship and healing and strength, it's a minor arcana card. So it's a romance that is temporary. It does come to an end. And what I feel via these two cards is that you're willing to let go of something that you really cherished in the past. It's run its course. It's done with. And rather than hang on to it and kind of resuscitate it and cause a problem, you're really willing to let go of those things and to transform into the new you. This card, I don't know. Ten of Swords. Yeah, I had a feeling. The Ten of Swords is rock bottom. It's when the negative thinking, it piles up via these 10 swords and it really crushes the person. There's no more movement. It's just dealing with difficulty. It's like a kind of moment of my life is too difficult, or I can't go on, or personally it's my thoughts are just too disordered. I really can't find a way through. Swords is about ideas and thinking. In the minor arcana cards, they go from the ace, which is 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to the number 10. And by the time you get to 10, you've got a lot of that energy. And in the suit of swords, it's negative thinking that's piled up. Usually in the regular tarot, it's someone lying face down in the snow. He's got 10 swords in his back, and it's really like rock bottom, right? I wanted to change that. I wanted to put the swords in a mirror, because really negative thinking is an illusion. I mean, just the same way positive thinking is. It's really something that you can, to a certain degree, alter, change, have control over. And I wanted the happy, sad kind of mask there, because that's, on planet duality, we can choose what we think. Unfortunately, some of us have a baseline of, you know, this is my mental environment. Other people start up there, but it doesn't mean you have to stay there for the rest of your life, or at least I believe that. I choose to believe that. And then, no, I can say I've experienced proof of that. Yeah, exactly. So she's in this beautiful color because it's about being open to learn. Rather than just say, okay, these are my thoughts, positive or negative, and that's the end of it. No, actually, there is an alternative, or a, what? I never know, is it alternate or anyway, there's another option. There's a different way of seeing the world. There's another sword out here. There's another sword there. You don't just have to stick with these 10. And by reading a book, she's kind of absorbing the sword, the message of the author who had a particular way of thinking, and it changes her as a response. This is a relationship. She's reading something and it has a profound effect on her and it changes her. So with this, what I get is that the first two cards, I was saying that you're willing to let go of something which was really wonderful in the past, but which has changed. Kind of like these two kissing while the sun is shining through the window. It looks very different at 3 in the morning. Okay. Light-wise, I mean, it's not as warm and not as charming. So when something like that shifts beyond us, you haven't caused the change, you don't want the change. We do need to sometimes accept that certain things have now, the cycle is completed and it's time to move on. And the amazing thing with this card being here is relationships aren't really your focus right now. The relationship, if anything, is with yourself. So these two women, they could have started out on exactly the same journey and ended up in two very different places. So if we're talking about the relationship with self, what you become willing to let go of is negative thinking that makes you feel like, oh, this isn't working. This is just too hard. You know, when people say, okay, I want you to be my teacher and my mentor and my instructor because I want to be like you, basically, right? I think that does happen. That's the kind of thing this card is saying is a good idea. And it doesn't have to be a mentor or a guru or a book. It can be your connection to your higher self, your connection to the universe, your connection with what you love. That can be your mentor and your teacher. And by becoming willing to let go of what's been in the past and by accepting where you are at now, that's the way you can heal and shift this. So the star is about letting go of the negative in order to reveal something amazing. And you can tell that I watched The Little Mermaid when I was a kid, and I loved that. Recently, there was like, I went to this game night. There were all these, it was a friend of mine, and all his friends are gay. Everyone was gay. So it was like 6 of us, all these gay guys, and they were talking about things they like, music and films and stuff. And I mentioned The Little Mermaid, like that I watched that in childhood, and it really spoke to me. It was like silence. It was like, it went down like a lead balloon. They were like, what's wrong with this guy? Anyway, they didn't appreciate that. But The Little Mermaid, I appreciated, so it's in my deck because this is my deck. And it's very much about becoming who you want to be. And again, having the choice, do I want to be a mermaid or not? Do I want to think negatively or not? The Two of Cups is this temporary thing which makes you feel amazing. So it's this romance, could be, a date, or it's nothing overly serious. It makes him feel strong. It makes her feel strong, healed, both of them. There's a sense that it's been a difficult journey to get there. It's warm, both people are into it. But again, the Two of Cups, this is an illusion, same as the thinking. It's an external thing that's going to make you feel something for a little bit, and then it's gone. And then you don't feel it anymore. It's interesting because yesterday I mentioned that there was someone in the spread, I think it was the Knight of Cups, who's looking to kind of use and abuse you, or someone whose intentions aren't great. And this is similar. It's, I want to feel better, so let me go and hit on the guy at the bar and we can make out, and then my evening is sorted. Then I feel much better. It's got nothing to do with the other person whatsoever. So even that, like if you have a tendency to experience negative things in your relationships because you're bringing those to the table. So if you're, I don't know, controlling or demanding, or you're completely uninterested in the other person, with this card, you're able to see that in yourself, not immediately go, oh my God, I'm terrible because I have these negative characteristics or qualities. We all do. And instead to say, I have these negative qualities. I'm not going to engage like this anymore. My body, my brain, my choice. I can do whatever I like with this. And I'm not a victim. So I'm not going to have these kind of relationships anymore. Instead, I'm going to look for the lovers, for example. I'm going to look for something that's much more permanent and solid. So it's about letting go of something that causes you pain, the willingness particularly to let go of those things, because most of the things that cause us pain, these negative thoughts, they exist up there because we got a payoff somewhere. They either prevented us from doing something or they allowed us to avoid. There's always a reason behind it. So you become strong and courageous about yourself and you say, I'm going to invest in myself the way I really want. I'm not going to bother with all these faulty insurance policies, and I'm going to go after something real and permanent that I want in my life, not just like the excitement and love of a new view outside of my window because I've moved, or not the strength of winning some sort of a competition and getting a medal and then feeling great for 5 minutes and then it's gone, or the thrill of connecting with someone new who you've never been with and you explore them and it's this whole new world. Okay, well, after you've explored, 3 hours later, you're back to normal. So it's about finding something truly meaningful, and it exists in you. It doesn't exist in your outside world. It's not a quick fix. It's a major, amazing change in you and the willingness to, transform into whoever you want to be. Look how the artist really is the perspective, the water there, the star that's at a little bit of an angle, even the little, what are they called? Seagulls, yeah. Number-wise, we've got 17 and 2 is 19 and 10 is 29. 2 and 9 is 11. 11 is the master number of service in numerology, and that really is the case here. You can truly be of service to yourself by chucking it in with the negative thinking. It's like enough already. Jeez. How much more do I like? No, it's enough. I want my mental environment to look like this. I don't want it to look like this, even though I like the mirror. Yeah. So the cards are saying you have a lot more choice than you realize or you give yourself credit for. So take a chance to really be of service to yourself here. I hope you have a great day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, scroll down a little bit until you get to the Book Your Readings button. Click on that to order your reading with me. And in my personal readings, I use astrology, the tarot, and numerology. I combine all three. If you have any questions about who you want to become, what your hidden strengths are that you want to shine and bring to the forefront, or if you have questions about relationships or blocks, things holding you back, if you're in a transition period and you're looking at different options, which one's the best, what's coming up in future, relationships, finance, education, work, anything at all really. If you have any questions about what's going on for you and what the best way forward could be, then please do get in touch for a personal reading. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.